It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Mounties' superstar cornerback. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Mounties and the Huskies. All that and more coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations...
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. For the sideline, taken in by Pittman. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Huskies offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Now, he pumps up the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Huskies readying to punt. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Mounties offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Huskies offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw taken in. Now he's free at the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically...
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. The Huskies offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 15, the ball carrier, tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
The Huskies offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
First and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. A short gain there to about the 22.
It's 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, and he gains nothing. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskies. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Huskies move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Whoa. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Mounties. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Back to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He'll go left side here and complete this one, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll look to throw again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Huskies build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's Finest City, San Diego, California. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The final, 34-13.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Mounties offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, faking the give. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Now a give on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Throwing now from the gun. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He throws right side, down the field, and it is brought in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 23-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
To the sideline and
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Huskies will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, they go with their running back. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the ground they go. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They'll try to pick this one up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Right back to him on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll go with a run.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
His kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2.
Number 15, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Huskies ready to punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Mounties offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Mounties sending out their punter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. That's out quickly to Pittman. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. It's a touchdown. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Mounties offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a toss, right side. Open space inside the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Huskies. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Huskies will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's hauled in at the 2. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Mounties. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least They're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The Mounties offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They get 12 yards on that pass. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Toronto.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Now a run on 1st down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He keeps it himself. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Mounties. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point is good. And the Mounties are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Huskies offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.